Welcome again, it's Andrew here. The purpose of this video is to explain how you can edit or create some pages for your collaborative wiki. So this is the first step in completing the assignment. So just to explain, a wiki is essentially an editable website it's designed to have multiple pages. So in terms of the interface, when you first come into the wiki, you are presented with the first page of the wiki, and in this instance it's named by default as Group 1. So one of the first steps I'd recommend that you do is to rename that. So in order to do that, we click on the little down arrow and then say Edit. And one of the components of this wiki that you're required to create is a title page. So we create and we're going to rename it Title. Alright, so you can see now that we've renamed our title. Now in the requirements for the assessment, and I've just jumped to the assessment section of the course, you can see that you've got to create 4 sections: an introduction to the group, an analysis, etc., etc. So what I'm going to do is just copy that, and I'm going to use that as the title for the following pages that we create in a wiki. So to create an additional page, we click on the Create Wiki page. Okay, and we need to add a title. And in this case, I'm just going to not add any content to the page yet. Let's just submit that page. So my recommendation or suggestion would be that you go ahead and create the structure of your site, and by that I mean the 5 pages or 6 pages that you're going to create, and then go through and think about what you might be putting in those pages. So you can see here now that our collaborative wiki has now 2 pages. It has a title and the introduction to the group. So this is how you navigate around your wiki, and any page that you add, any additional page, will be shown below here. So let's go and do that again. So I'm going to have a look now. Analysis. So I might just call this analysis for the next page, and obviously you'll use a term that's going to be more relevant to the assignment. So let's just say we call it analysis and click submit. Okay, so again we can see now that we're starting to build up the structure of our wiki. We've got now 3 pages. We have our title, a second page that's analysis, and introduction to the group. So just one thing to point out, and for those of you who notice that, in terms of how the pages are ordered, and this is a bit of a got-you, the last page that is created appears directly below the title. So if you did want to, I guess, structure this in a certain way, my recommendation would be to create it in reverse order. So the other thing to point out about the wiki page is that it also gives you information about the wiki. So this is useful too, in that you can see there's an About This Wiki section, and you can see here now that it says there's a number of wiki pages, which is 3, and number of comments 0. So no one's commented on this yet. You can also go into the My Contribution section of the wiki, and you can see here some information about who contributed to what parts of the document. Now the great thing about this is that you can actually go back. Let's say for example you make some changes that weren't quite accurate. You can actually go back and see what changes were made, and that's really helpful when you're working collaboratively together.